Hi there. Welcome back to the second episode of Contra Crime Chronicles. This is our Independence Day special series about the 2002 Bilkis Bano case. This is a story that spans over 15 years, filled with injustice, resilience, and an unyielding quest for justice. In this episode, we're getting into the thick of things, recounting the horrific attack on Bilkis Bano and her family during the 2002 Gujarat riots. It is March 3rd, 2002, a day that would forever change the lives of Bilkis Bano and her family. They were among thousands of families who were desperately seeking safety during the Gujarat riots. As they were trying to escape the violence, their truck was ambushed by a mob of around 30 to 35 rioters near Randhikpur village in Gujarat's Dahood district. It is hard to believe, but within just an hour, 14 members of her family, including her innocent 2-year-old daughter, Saleha, lost their lives. They snatched Saleha away from Bilkis and crushed her on a stone. It is unimaginable. Now, Bilkis, who was also 5 months pregnant at the time, faced something even worse. She begged them to spare her life and the life of her unborn child, but her pleas fell on deaf ears. She was brutally gang-raped by 3 men, Govind Nai, Jaswant Nai, and Shailesh Bhatt. Can you imagine the horror? Left for dead among the carnage, Bilkis somehow summoned the strength to survive despite the unimaginable cruelty she had endured. Bilkis Bano's survival was a miracle in itself. When she lost consciousness, her attackers assumed she was dead and they left. Hours later, she woke up, surrounded by the lifeless bodies of her loved ones. She used a blood-soaked cloth to cover herself, managed to crawl up a nearby hill, and found shelter in a cave for a whole day. Eventually, she found refuge with a tribal family. Now, Bilkis's husband, Yaqub Rasul, was there too during this hellish attack. Miraculously, he survived. In fact, the only other survivors were the 2 boys aged 7 and 4. After the attack, Bilkis was taken to a relief camp where she was finally reunited with her husband Yaqub and their 2 children. Let's zoom out a bit. Yes, the attack on Bilkis Bano and her family is at the heart of our story. But to truly grasp the gravity of this tragedy, you need to know the context. The year 2002 was a time of utter turmoil in Gujarat. It all kicked off with a tragic train burning in Godhra on February 27, 2002. That incident, where the Hindu pilgrims lost their lives, set off a chain reaction of tension and hostility between religious groups. The aftermath of Godhra was devastating. Gujarat was plunged into a frenzy of violence. Mobs, primarily composed of Hindus, unleashed chaos upon Muslim neighborhoods. This led to brutal attacks, clashes, and widespread destruction. The result? Countless lives lost and families uprooted. Understandably, the 2002 Gujarat riots left deep wounds and widened the divide between the communities. Muslims bore the brunt, with their homes, businesses, and places of worship becoming targets. Aftermath debates centered around justice, accountability, and the role of authorities in maintaining law and order. The events of 2002 have had a lasting impact on Gujarat's social and political landscape. To wrap up this second episode, the attack on Bilkis Bano and her family remains a haunting example of the brutality during the 2002 Gujarat riots. The horror of the incident sent shockwaves across the country, making everyone question the authorities' role in preventing such atrocities. Stick around for upcoming episodes of Contra Crime Chronicles, where we'll dive even deeper into the Bilkis Bano case. We're on a mission to piece together the 15-year journey after the 2002 Gujarat riots. Thanks for tuning in to this episode of Contra Crime Chronicles. If this story made sense to you, stay connected and subscribe to our podcast. We've got more gripping tales of crime and justice coming your way.